Alright, so what's up everybody, it's Maurice. So I bring at you guys with a brand new video. And today, as you guys see by the title, probably seen on Twitter, seen on NFL Network, the Eagles have traded Sam Bradford to the Minnesota Vikings for a first round pick in this year's upcoming draft and a fourth round pick in 2018. Now, honestly, I don't know how to feel about this trade. Because on the one hand, we got the best value we could probably get for Bradford. A first round pick for Sam Bradford, along with a fourth round pick. That's insane. That's insane value, and that's how desperate the Vikings were. And kudos to Howie Roseman for taking advantage of that. Because Howie Roseman has been on a roll this year with getting us great value for players that, you know, aren't really that good. But on the other hand, what is this going to do to the team? Because Sam Bradford, this is his first year being healthy since I think 2010. And he looked really good, really sharp, developed a really nice chemistry with everybody, and now he's gone. And now we have Chase Daniel, who he hasn't looked good at all in the preseason. Yeah, he's had a couple of nice throws, but he hasn't looked good at all, you know? This is a very interesting situation. I don't know how I feel about Chase Daniel being our starting quarterback heading into Cleveland in week 1, because he hasn't showed much. He hasn't thrown the ball deep. I was just getting ready to make my 4th preseason game reaction video, and one of the points I was going to say is he needs to take care of the ball more. I mean, the 2 picks he threw in the game against the Jets were terrible throws. You know? I don't see how Chase Daniel is ahead of Carson Wentz on the depth chart. Because Chase Daniel sucks. And now he's going to be our starting quarterback. At least with Bradford, we knew that Bradford was, you know, an average quarterback, and he could have those flashes of top-tier quarterback. With Chase Daniel, he's not even an average quarterback. He's just a backup, you know? And he's not even a good backup. He's like a pretty bad backup, to be honest. So I honestly don't know how to feel about this. I'm glad that we got our first-round pick back. So at least we have a first-round pick for the draft that's being held in Philly this year. So that's nice. 4th round pick, that's always good. But I don't see what we're going to do with quarterback this year. My prediction for the team this year was 6-10, and I wrote that on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, MoveBates12. My prediction for the team was 6-10 with Bradford. And that was with me assuming that Bradford would start every single game, which he probably wouldn't, but that was just me assuming it. Chase Daniel? I don't care how good our defense is. I said 4-12 a couple videos ago as a joke, because I really don't see us going 4-12. But now, with Daniel, I definitely see us going 5-11, 4-12. I really do. Because we have a really bad quarterback in Chase Daniel, and then behind him we have an inexperienced quarterback who hasn't really gotten that many reps because he's injured. Add to that our offensive line. Is Lane Johnson injured? Is he not? We don't know. So that's always a factor. That's always a variable in what could happen week to week. The NFL could just come down one week and say, you know what, he is suspended. You know? And we'll have Alan Barber or somebody on the right tackle position. Add to that, our corners being really bad. Our linebacking core is okay, I guess, but Kendricks is looking bad. Jordan Hicks made some plays. I really don't see how anybody could be really optimistic about this team, along with a head coach that really has only called plays for 1 year. And he's only called plays for the second half of the game for 1 year. I don't know what the Eagles are doing. I mean, I'm glad that we got a first-round pick, but I'd much rather have a good, reliable quarterback that could get us to win some games than... I'd rather us get into the playoffs and maybe have a chance at making some noise than getting a first-round pick. And I know a lot of people wouldn't agree with me on that, but in my opinion, the ultimate goal right now is to win a Super Bowl, because we've never won a Super Bowl with this franchise. So I'd much rather sneak into the playoffs like the Giants did in 2011 and make some noise and potentially get to a Super Bowl. I'm not saying we would have gotten to a Super Bowl with Bradford, but I'm just saying our chances were a lot better than with Chase Daniel. And hey, I'm a big Carson Wentz fan. I really feel like this guy could be the franchise, but he's just not ready. And when you have a hairline fracture, Doug Peterson said that the CT scan showed that he was only 60% recovered on that rib. So one big hit to Chase Daniel, and in comes an injured, inexperienced Carson Wentz. We could keep McLeod Bethel... Well, I mean, I guess now we're going to have to keep McLeod Bethel Thompson. But do you really trust McLeod Bethel Thompson? It's a weird situation. Like I said, I like the value we got, but it really leaves our team in disarray at the quarterback position. And the quarterback position flows down to every other position too. So yeah, anyway, let me know your thoughts down below. Since I made this video, I won't be making a preseason reaction video because I don't want to bombard you guys 2 videos in one day. That's kind of stupid. Yeah, so make sure to subscribe. Turn on your notifications if you're on mobile so that when I upload my Philadelphia Eagles 2016 pump-up video, you guys are one of the first to see it on the notifications with the notification squad. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm still at a loss for words, kind of. This has been Williams 12. Like, rate, comment, subscribe. I'm out. Peace.
You have interfered with our affairs for the last time.
I am literally in the air right now, wrapping up a story.